View. And this point of view, you only can see this. You can only see the front of the clock. That's great. But it doesn't allow you to see the whole of the clock. And it doesn't allow you to see the clock.
Connecting the psychosocial with conflict resolution, because we have two components. The psychosocial have deep relation with the conflict resolution, because especially we as Palestinians have
finished, I think that a lot of people need a psychosocial therapy here, because as you said that each one of us has something in his mind and maybe in the fourth floor.
Meeting them with their superficial problems, their boyfriends, or their difficulty with their parents, they were soon able to come to understand the deeper wounds or the deeper issues that they were seeing their experiences through. But in Palestine and in America too, people don't want to look at their problems. And this is a problem, but there are ways of encouraging more public awareness of how important there is, rather than what I call the shaming. From past memories and current anxieties, worries. It helps with phobias, allergies, and even physical conditions. In America, there's a lot of autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia, and some of these other diseases that are affecting our immunity, and this is because we're under a great deal of stress. And when I think about trauma, I think about trauma, stress is here, and some stress is good. I need stress to give this workshop, otherwise I'd be very relaxed, and I need a little bit of oomph. But then we have, when we go into traumatic stress, or the trauma that comes from torture, which is on the other hand, or PTSD, where it keeps circling around, then it's very difficult. So this allows the technique to at least not get rid of it.
The part of the method is that the center would need to work at, you could have group session, individual sessions, it could be at their homes, it could be at the office, based on what's best for them. Certain locations they accepted that somebody goes to their homes. Others they were afraid that somebody sees them, a psychosocial counselor or a psychologist, travel to their houses and puts a shame on their family members. So that's maybe an issue to the Palestinian society, is the taboo of psychosocial counseling or psychological counseling that exists.
The occupation would just stuff all this up. Never mind a mother that was critical or a father that was not there. And then we'd get, this is like the boulder that would come in the way. And let's say we were violated in some way, tortured. Maybe we were imprisoned. So now, can water come through? No, it would be blocked and stagnant. It would not be able to come through. So in Chinese medicine it says, if health is a free flow of energy, blocks and stagnation are disease. Now the disease can be physical, you can have high blood pressure, you could have cancer, but the blocks could also be, yes, anxiety, depression, anger, not being able to deal with conflict, phobias, everything. Now, in China, if I was an acupuncturist, I could maybe stick needles in a person in various places, but I'm not. I'm a psychotherapist. So this allows me to understand how to a free flow of energy. And if we have any blocks or stagnation in our energy field, we have disease. The disease can take place physically, it can take place emotionally, it can take place mentally. It can take place in our inability to behave a certain way. You know, we have behavior, that's part of the psychosocial component. What Tapas acupressure technique helps is dissolving all of these boulders that it doesn't take away the occupation, only continued hope and political and I don't know what else, but something will happen, I'm sure, I hope. But it will take away the trauma, the emotional reactivity that's based in the hearts of most Palestinians, I would imagine, underlying all our current day stressors. So how does it do this? THC does this by change. This is in the Fujigawa Dam, and we came to concentric, beautiful. This is on the left, water crystals just from the dam, polluted. So you can see what the simple kindness and thought and peace can create the beauty of the water. So these are crystals taken from water. Do you see that? So that tells us why it's important to deal with psychology. Or did you, for our own health? If you were really in that choice place, so make sure it's the middle finger, this finger, yeah. So I choose, see it, feel it. So right, I choose this and that. This becomes the pose. So instead of needles in acupuncture, you place your hands in this TAT pose. Now let's release our hands, and I will tell you why we think this pose works. We really don't know. What we know in Chinese medicine is that all the meridians, all these lines of energy come together here at what is called bladder 1.